I want to say I'm surprised, but let's be honest, I am really not surprised at all. We have seen this kind of scenario hundreds of times at this point. It'd be surprising if you didn't see it. Bayern Munich 2, Real Madrid 2. Very interesting game yet again. This UCL has been one of the best we've ever seen. I've already said that Madrid are going to win the Champions League. This result doesn't necessarily put the nail in the coffin on that theory. But I mean, at the Bernabeu with Carvajal back, it will be tough for Bayern. Maybe being on a draw, maybe being sort of the underdogs will help them out. We know how Tuchel has only lost one Champions League appearance against Real Madrid. He excels when he's the underdog. He excels under pressure. And I think that Bernabeu game is made for Tuchel. I just don't know if Bayern can pull it through. Real Madrid this game, again, like I said, they weren't brilliant. They had less shots on target, less position. The usual. We've always seen this. Like I said, it's not a surprise. If you watch football for a long time, you're not surprised by this. They had one shot on target against City, for God's sake. But I mean, there is something about Madrid taking their chances, soaking pressure, and then spring into attack. I think their 1-2 passes, touches, give and go, hold, release. I think those little combos, they make them very dangerous. And they manage to get the ball on the counterattack so well. They're the best counter-attacking team in the world. It's just brilliant to see, to be honest. Vinicius Jr., listen, I'm one of Vinicius' biggest haters. I think he's annoying. I think he's an asshole. But I mean, as a player, this guy, I think it's 3 Champions League semis he scored in a row. This guy's a big player, man. 2 goals in the Champions League semifinal against Bayern away. That's a big performance. And it's not a coincidence. He does it time and time again against multiple opponents, multiple stadiums, multiple different goalkeepers and defenses. Great running behind, left to inside, in between the center backs. Cruz, amazing pass. He's having an amazing season overall. Real Madrid's tempo setter. He's their best midfielder this season. But listen, goal aside, great play, great finish, compose. I don't know what Kim was doing. The run is just not tracked properly. You're not fast enough for Vinny. So at least position yourself better. Really amateuristic mistake there, and it's such a big stage. But would you look at that? The guy that hasn't scored since, I believe, October or November? It better be November, because October is crazy. Great little dribble, little shimmy from the right side, ducking Mendy out. Just superb goal to bring Bayern back into the game. I think that goal gave the team, the fans, the players a very important lift. And what better time it is to score a goal than now for Sané. Overall, he had so many good chances, especially in the first few minutes of the game. His first chance, he should have scored. His second chance, again from the left side, he just miscontrols it or mistouches it. It goes away too much, and then you can't bring that back in. He was also not fully fit, so you have to give Sané his props for playing most of this game while also defending very well. I think same as Musiala, he was not fully fit. To me, Musiala was probably man of the match, I'll be honest, or at least top 3. This guy's the best talent in the world. I don't care what anyone says. In terms of football, if you understand football, Musiala is the best talent in the world. Under 21, under 23, whatever you want to say. He's just the best. It's not just dribbling. People say dribbling. Yes, his dribbling is generational. Honestly, he's probably intergenerational. He can be an all-time dribbler, no problem. Yes, his finishing is not there. I don't think his finishing is ever going to be that great. I think he just needs to focus on showing up on certain big moments because he has a decent shot on him. He has a good drill shot when he's actually focused. So I don't think his shooting is bad. I just think he doesn't shoot enough and he doesn't get in that many great positions to score. He's more of a creator, a playmaker, you want to say. Also, his passing was amazing. His movement is one of the most underrated factors of this game. He has elite movement in his space. Also, he's extremely versatile. People say he's a 10. Some people say he's a left winger. But I see him playing off the right wing a lot. Right half space, left wing. I mean, this guy is just everywhere. In addition to all those skills, he also has this innate ability to just take the team out of pressure. Things are too hectic, just give the ball to Musiala. He'll hold onto the ball against 1, 2, 3 guys. He'll drive with the ball up front, maybe win a foul. He'll just ease the pressure off your team. Such a great player. If Bayern somehow let this guy go on a free in 2 years, it'd just be a crime. Other than that, I thought Kane and Müller, they did their thing. I don't think neither of them really shone. In midfield, Goretzka was a little passive, to be honest. A lot of times I feel like he could do more, be a little more energetic, give some more forward passes. He didn't really do all that. But Leimer, again, another man of match performance, maybe. I don't really rate him, to be honest, but Tuchel seems like he does rate him, and he proved his worth this game, I guess. The amount of interceptions, tackles he made, he put in a shift for sure. I thought Vasquez, Tchouaméni, they didn't really have their best games, to be honest. In the end, what do I think about this result in terms of the second tie? I just don't see it. Like, I'm a Barca fan, I'm biased, I know, but ever since they beat Man City, I gave up. They're going to win the Champions League. Bayern are good, but I don't see a Champions League winning team in this Bayern. Even with De Ligt back, I just don't see it. Like, you have Eric Dyer as one of your best center backs. Leimer and Goretzka as your DMs in 2024. Harry Kane, okay, I understand he scored a penalty. Do not put your money on Harry Kane scoring another penalty at the Bernabeu. I promise you, if he gets another penalty in the second leg, I'm betting money against him. He hasn't proven to me to have that big game performance yet. This was not it. I mean, he gave a good pass, scored the penalty, but to me, I need a big game performance. Jude Bellingham, listen, people hate when I say it. He's playing as a striker. Just look at this. This is just one example. The amount of screenshots I have of this game, of other games, of him playing as the most forward player. Like, I mean, you just don't understand football if you don't think that he's at least playing as a full striker, whatever you want to say, but his positioning is the furthest player forward. He may drop down at times, yes. He's not a full-on target man or something, but he occupies the striker role, the striker spaces. Listen, I think Jude Bellingham is a midfielder. Right now, you can say whatever you want about his Ballon d'Or season. This is not the best Bellingham. I think we'll see an even better one when he eventually drops down to maybe a midfield 3, or maybe even gets like a striker to play with him so he can fully drop down further behind and not be occupied so up front. Because right now, if this guy doesn't score, he's useless. I'll be honest with you. He has some nice touches here and there, but if he doesn't score, he's useless. He was useless in both Man City games. He had one good play in both games. But I mean, come on. 200 plus minutes and one good play is crazy. He was substituted this game around 60th minute. Ancelotti said he had cramps, I guess. But I still think that he's one of those players that can turn up in one moment. So it's worth keeping him on the field. The second leg, I don't rule out that he scores in the second leg, right? And everyone's going to come out and say, talk now, right? And listen, he can. I'm just saying, like, he's not contributing as much as he can. Just because he's getting goals doesn't mean he's a better player. To end it all, my prediction for the second leg is going to be Tuchel, 16 buses parked against Ancelotti, conservative approach again. So you might see a boring game, I'll be honest with you. You might even see a draw into extra time. I don't think this goes to penalties. If it goes to penalties, I think Madrid take it. It's just they won the penalties against City. They have the motivation going. They have the vibes. In front of the Bernabeu, I think it's 70-30 towards Madrid. I don't doubt that Tuchel's tactics will work at some degree. I don't doubt that he'll make life difficult for Madrid. I don't doubt it. I just don't think these players can pull through with Tuchel's tactics and mindset for 90 minutes, 120 minutes, however long it is. I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. I think it'll be very close. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I'm going to say 2-1 Real Madrid. But that's it for today, man. We have PSG Dortmund coming up. I'll make a video on that. Stay tuned. Much love, guys. Peace out.